Hey everyone, it's Kabir here. So in this session, we are going to understand about the map method. The map is a built-in function in JavaScript. So we'll be seeing what is the importance of map method and how it will be useful. Because in React.js, in our series, we are going to use it many times. I don't know, but we are going to use it many times. And it's really very helpful for the React.js people. So you should understand what is map, how it functions, and when you require to use it. So let us start. Let us go to our paint. So today we are going to understand about map. So what is a map? It is a built-in function of your JavaScript. So let us consider we have an array. Let us consider I have an array. I have an array of fruits, right? I took a variable name as fruits, and it is an array which contains multiple fruits like apple, comma, then I have the mango, comma, I have the orange, then something like I have chiku. Okay, I have the 4 fruits in an array. So each fruit is considered as one element in your array. Now I want to perform an operation. What kind of operation? I want to append the word fruit after each and every element. For example, I have here apple. So I want to append the word fruit. It should be like apple fruit. It should be like mango fruit. It should be like orange fruit. So I want to perform one operation on each and every element. And I think you are observing the operation is same operation on each and every element. So if I want to do that, so what I have to do first, I have to extract this first element. I have to append that word. Again, I have to push, means I have to do 3 steps. So 3 into 4, it's 12 total. I need to do 12 steps for each and every element. But what map is telling, you write logic for one element and I will be taking care of all other elements. So how map is going to function? So first let us see the syntax of map. Map is a function. So it will be something like map. Okay, it's a function, right? This function is going to take one callback function, right? This is a callback function. Now you will be calling this map function only on the arrays. So I want to call this map function on fruit. So it will be like fruits, right? Dot and your array, right? Now this callback function is going to return what it is going to return. It is going to return whatever you are going to write. So whatever it is going to return, we are going to catch it in one more array like new fruits, right? Now our requirement is I want to append the word fruit after each and every element. So this callback function is going to take 2 parameters. One is your data and one is index, right? Now this data contain element and index will contain the index of that particular element in the array. Now just see how it is going to execute. So whenever I'm going to call map method, it will first see on which array it is calling. It is calling on fruits. The control will go to your fruits. Now it will pick first element. First element is the apple. The index of apple is 0. Then it will take and keep this apple in your data. And what is the index of apple? It's 0. So it will insert that 0 value in index. Now what I want to perform, I want to append a word called fruit after this apple word, right? Apple element. So now apple is inside our data. So data is nothing but your apple. So plus, because it is a string, so I'm going to write like fruit. Done. So now what I'm doing, I'm appending the word fruit to this particular element. Now this is going to return, and this element is going to store in new array, and in this array it will store as the first element. Now once this operation is performed, then map will check whether your array have one more element or not. Yes, we have the element. Then it will take this element and it will store in your data. And what is the index of this element? It is 1. So it will store this 1 in your index. then the control will comes to here. Now data is your mango, so it will append the word fruit. It will be like mango fruit, and it will return, and that mango fruit will store in this new fruits array as a second element. Again it will comes to here, again it will check whether we have the element. Yes, we have. Then it will perform same. Then it will comes to the chiku. It will see, and then it will take the chiku. It will store in your data, and index of the chiku is your 3. So 3 will be stored in index. Again it will append a fruit word to the chiku, and it will return. Now again it will come to the fruit, and it will check whether you have the element or not. You don't have any element, so it will come out of this particular loop. So what it's going to do, it map is performing same operation on each and every element of the array. And how many times it will like loop, it depends upon the element that you have in that array. Here we have the 4, so it will like loop 4 times. If we have here 10 elements, then it will loop for 10 element 10 times. So that is what. So let us go to our VS Code and practically do the same example, and let's see how it is going to behave. So it's a normal JavaScript file like map1.js. So I'm going to take one array as a fruits. So where it's a fruits, this is the array, and it contains some elements, right? First is apple. Now second element is comma, like I want to keep mango, right? Comma. The next is your orange, right? Comma. The next your is chiku. Now I have constructed an array. Now I want to perform each, and I want to, like what I want to do, I want to append the word fruit after each and every element. Means I want to perform same operation on each and every element. So if you have something like this, we will go for the map. So for that we are writing one function, some like fruit operation, something. We are giving the name of your function. So now in this function, what we are doing, we are calling map method on the array of fruits. So on which array we want to call? On the fruits. So take that fruits dot map, right? Now this is a map method. Now this map method is going to take one callback function. This is a function. Now this callback function will make 2 parameters. One is your data, one is your index. Done. Now this map method is going to return your logic, right? Whatever you're going to write, that response it is going to return. When it is returning something, we have to catch, right? We have to store somewhere. So I'm storing in new array, that's the fruits, because it will return your array only. Now what I want to do, now what map will do, map will see on which array I want to perform. I want to perform operation on fruits. So the control will comes to your fruits. In fruits, it will check we have any elements. Yes, we have the elements. So it will pick first element, and it will keep in your data, right? Now our apple is in our data. So I will write data. Now what I want to do, I want to append, means for append plus, what I want to append, I want to append fruit word. Done, right? Now once it is done, it will return the element will be like apple fruit, and it will return, and that element we are going to store in your new fruits. Okay, before that let's print our array. Before performing some operation, what will be our array? Our array will be like fruits, right? It should print all these fruits. Data means it should print apple, mango, orange, fruit. Now after performing this operation, again we have to print what is the new array. For that we are writing one more console dot, and it should be new fruits. Done, right? So what map method is going to do, it will see the fruits, it will come, it will pick the first element, and it is going to store in new fruits. Now again it will come to the fruits, it will see whether we have one more element or not. Yes, we have one more element, that is nothing but mango. It will pick the mango, and it will store in your data. Okay, and what is the index of your mango? It's a 1, so it will store 1 value in your index, right? Then it will come to here, Like if you want to print your index also, so what we'll be writing? We will be writing like index, right, plus your data. So it will be like 0 and index plus 1 we will do. So it will start from 1, right? Yeah. Now it will be like 1 apple fruit, 2 mango fruit, 3 orange fruit, something like that I wanted to display, right? Now how the map method is going to execute, you understood. Now let us print, let's execute this one. So I wrote in a function, so I have to call the function fruit operation. Just save it, then just go to your terminal. So how can we execute a JavaScript file? It's a simple, we have to use on command. That's nothing but your node and your file name. It's an app one. Just see, in your first one, it is printing simple apple, mango, orange, chiku. Okay. Now from second, it is printing like 1. This 1 is nothing but your index. Actually index will be 0, 0 plus 1, it's a 1. So 1 plus 1, 2, like this, because it starts from 1. And now this data is nothing but in first time it is an apple. Now we are appending fruit. So we are performing some operation, one same operation on each and every element. So for that purpose we are using the map. So the question arises when we have to use the map method. When we want to perform same operation on each and every element of that array, then instead of performing on individual elements, we will be using the map method. We will be writing the logic for one element and it will perform that logic for all the elements in that array, and that thing is going to be taken care by your map method. So this is the useful of the map. So let us remove this one. Just I wanted to show you index, what index is going to come. That's why I kept. Just save it. See, now the in first console, this is nothing but because of this console. So we are printing these values as it is. Now after performing map method operation, we are printing the new array elements. That is nothing but your this one. Apple fruit, mango fruit, orange fruit, chiku fruit. So we are performing same operation on each and every element. So this is the purpose of your map method. This is how you have to use, or extensively we are going to use on this, I mean in this React series. So that's why I wanted to make a video on this map method. In next video, we will be seeing how can we display employee details in table format using the map. Okay, so that's what we have to do in the next session. Okay guys, thank you.